me, a portrait isn't any different to a landscape or a street scene. It's a question of getting the proportions and shapes, tones and colours. And that's how I treat it. Especially at the start of the picture, I'm not thinking about whether I can get a likeness. I'm looking for the proportions, because unless you've got the proportions right, you won't get the likeness. So you've got to start with proportions always. So that's just getting the shapes, bang them on, get light and dark, get some colours on there, like I was trying to encourage you this morning. Just get colour on, get colour on, get colour on, because then you've got something to work with. So there I'm just trying to get the volume that his head takes up. So his right eye is over there, slightly above halfway, so this is the whole eye socket there with the eyebrow. The next eye, if I was to measure from the next eye to the ear, and from the eye to the other side of the head, I'd probably find it's right in the middle. Looks it from where I am, so that's there. So that eye socket is there, like that, with that line there. And then obviously you're going to space out the nose and mouth down here like this. That distance from the tip of the nose to the cheek is not very big. There, you've got to take note of how much space there is there so that you know how far to get this nose across. And the bottom of the ear, line it up, in this case, between the bottom of the nose and the mouth, so about there, and just about level with the eyebrow there. So that's the layout. That's just size and position, and there are always things that you should always be thinking about: size and position. Where you're going to lay your what size you're going to create, whatever you're painting, and where you're going to put it on your canvas. If you're happy with that, you can proceed with the putting lights and darks on and colour. There, I can even at this early stage just put where I think the eye is, because that's going to get moved around usually several times. We'll see in a moment. See, the light on this side of the beard will actually have sunlight on it eventually, but at the moment, even now, that light is much lighter than that light. So you cannot put this too light, otherwise you can't get the light on this side. If it comes, I'll put it in. And as you can see, lots of colours was being splashed on, and not only does this sort of loose approach give you inspiration, because it's less contrived, more product of sort of creative freedom, but also you don't want to be going too slow and fiddling at this stage either. You want to try and grasp it as quick as you can. When you're painting, keep your eye on whatever you're painting all the time. Don't stop looking and just start filling in spaces. First objective is to get the canvas covered with paint, get rid of all that white space which has no place in the portrait, so that you can see real colours together and not white space. So it has to be carefully that. And then we're going to the cool and slightly yellow, so it's going towards green, like that. Over there, so it just positions that eye. At the moment I'm working either warm or cool, light and dark, you know, pink or yellow. Not there, and then up here under the forehead we've got more like that. So yeah, that makes, to me that makes the eyes just slightly too far apart. So to fix something like that, and as I said, this is totally expected, so you don't die of horror if you put it in the wrong place, just get on with it and change it. That is a reference to the new position of the eye. Don't wipe it off, because that is telling you where not to put it. And now we want it a little bit to the left, so I'm going to take the pupil of the eye, and the iris, that dark area, and just move it up and to the left, like that. And that is just, if I didn't have the old one, I wouldn't know exactly how far to do that, but now I've got the old position, I can move that like that, up and to the left. I'm committing myself here, spending a bit of time getting this position, because because I haven't got very long, you know, I've got to sort of make these commitments early in this picture. Normally I try to hold back from commitment, as my wife will tell you. This side of the mouth here is very dark. Just pull it away from the reds of the face, like that. Goes in there. Under the nose, also very, very dark. There, a little bit pinker as it comes across there, like that. Just there. This is red and yellow mixed with a little bit of the softer colours on the palette, depending on where.
Oh, thank you. That is really good.
Thank you, son.
I can do that in an hour.
Not even
a whole day.
I'll tell you in a minute.
Yes.